And layer part 2, here we go. All right, so if you wonder which one I'm doing, I'm going to pull it up on my screen here. That way you can follow along with me. I am going to do this one with all the little hidden lines in it. So this one doesn't have any center line. It's all, well, actually, yes, it does. I lied. It shouldn't, though, because those are squares, not circles, but I'll put them in anyway. Okay, so we're going to do this one. Not bad one, a lot of offsetting. Ready? Okay, switch this back to 0 layer. If you by accidentally do the wrong layer, all you have to do is click on it, go up here, and change it. Okay? Not a big deal. All right? But you have to start off with the layer. So press escape first and make sure that's on the right layer. Otherwise, it's going to look kind of weird. So press line. I'm going to click, draw a line to 0.5. Go down 4.5, then box this thing out. You can either do the O-track, or you can type in 2.5. It makes no difference to me. Okay? So 2.5 by 4.5. You got it? Okay, let's do some offsetting. O-enter. My offset on this one is going to be 0.375. I think that's the main one we use throughout this whole thing. 0.375. Offset these in. Okay, to keep things simple so I don't go too fast, let's trim these off real quick. And that way we can eliminate some of the mess on doing this one. Draw little boxes here. I left click and I move my mouse down if you didn't know that. Okay, so next step, we are going to just draw a line right down the middle here. Okay, let's offset that both directions. That same number, 0.375, so I'm just going to press enter, and you're going to go boop and boop. Cool? All right. Guess what we're going to offset next, folks? That's right, 0.375. O-enter. Press enter again. All right, here we go. Click up. If you want to do that multiple thing, you can, but I'm just going to keep clicking up because it's not going to take me very long. There you go. You should have a nice little grid inside here. Trim. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use a fence here. So I press TR, I press enter twice. I'm going to hit fence. Why? Because I want to make this thing easy. So boop, 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 click, boop, 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 there, like this. But I'm going to go up here again. I'm going to trim in here, click here, trim in here. So you're going to make kind of a figure 8 throughout all that. Okay. You can go another direction, but that's in general the right idea. So press enter once you get that done. Okay? I'm going to do it again one more time, so I'll do that real fast. TR, press enter twice. Fence. It doesn't matter how you cut it. Just hover over the stuff you don't need. I don't care which way you go. Just go there. Press enter. Now, the stuff in the middle, you cannot trim. Delete it. I'm going to highlight all these at one time and delete. Guess what? That's done. You thought it was going to be hard, didn't you? Okay. One more, and this one's going to be cake. So, shade your mouse over here. Click. Move your mouse straight down. Touch this. Go over. Click. Move mouse to the right. It says 1.75. Press enter. Box that out. So, to review, 1.75, 4.5 here. Okay. The rest, lots of hidden lines. So I'm just going to switch this right now. So, I'm going to do an offset first. But it's not going to be an offset with the hidden line. I'm about to use this object line. Type in O-enter. My offset this time is going to be that same 0.375. So just press enter. Click this, move in. Click this, move in. Now I'm going to press escape. This time I'm going to highlight these two and change these to a hidden line. And then press escape after that. Okay? So now I'm going to keep on the hidden line right here. I'm going to touch this, move it over, click, and go right here. Press enter twice. Follow that over. Click here. Click there. If you want to trim that, If you want to draw a line straight across and trim later, that's not a bad idea either, but just so I can clean this up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and trim up here. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to do the bottom now. So draw it over from here. Click. I'm just going to draw mine over this time and trim. I think that way is a little faster. Trim this and this. Okay, so now all we're going to do here is I'm going to draw one more line going over like this and touch here and here. Okay, now offset time. I'll enter. Guess what measurement? Yep. Just keep moving this down. Actually, I'm going to go multiple this time. Oh, much faster. Okay. Press enter. Now, there's 3 you have to change. This one, then you line right up at the middle of those squares. Okay? These need to be center lines. Now, first you're going to be like, Mr. White, I can't see them. They're just red. Guess what? Drag them out. You can drag them out to the outside just like this. But if you notice, I forgot to change this one. So change that to center. Now, if you still can't see it, see the line here, you can drag it out a little bit more, and there she is. If you like to line things up, you can do a touch here and do that. So that way you know how big it is. So just in case you're like, this is frustrating. Now, I didn't change that one. I'm going to here in a minute. It's weird how the program is now changing these based on what it is up there. That's something new to the program. I'm just going to click these 2 now. Go ahead and change this to center, and now I'm set pretty. Okay, last thing of dimensions, and then you're done. So, and then I'm going to probably show you guys how to print this off. Hopefully I've done that in class. If not, I'll show you how to do it on here. So here we go. Dimension. Okay. Click these. Try to keep these relatively close to your object so you don't have to have a whole lot of space here. So I'm just looking at the sheet and I'm just making it look like it does on the sheet. So if you've got this and you just want to pause me for right now, this is the one time you can make me be quiet without saying a whole lot. There we go. Okay, you notice that says 0.88, not 0.875. It rounds it. Don't worry about it. I know that you got this right. Middle to middle here. Now, if you're one of those people that drives you nuts, here's how you fix it. You can click on these 2, and if you have properties open, which if you don't, go right-click and go properties, okay? If you have that open, you can go down here, and one of these primary units, there it is, you can go ahead and it gives them round offs, it gives them things like that. Suffix prefix, there's your precision. Change precision to 3, and just those will change. Kind of cool. You don't have to do that, I'm just showing you. Once again, over here. Boom. Another one here. I know dimensioning is a little tedious. It's not that bad. Just takes a minute, but we need to know how big things are, and unless you show them, I don't know. So one more time, if you want to change these, you're welcome to. Not a must. It's kind of driving me crazy, I'll be honest. A little OCD here. There we go. All right. Only 2 needed on here, so that's pretty easy. And there we go. All right. So if I were to print this off, how do I do this? So let's see if I can do this in this time frame. If not, then this will be the end of the video. And I'll have to do this on another video. But if not, we're going to go. Okay, so here's how you do this. You need to do the Design Center. That's what it's called. Type DC. It's called the Design Center. All right, so unless you're on the network, you cannot do this. Okay, you have to be at school to actually do this. Hopefully I've showed you how to do this and you don't have to watch this part of the video. So scroll down. You need to find the share drive. Everyone shares file. Best name ever. Not really. Go down, find Roy. Click on me. Yeah, I know, I have the biggest icon ever. Go down, find title blocks. Click that. Click Engineering 1. I know you might be in drafting or whatever. Metric Size A. Double click this, and you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff here. I need something called Layouts. Double click that. Double click Size A. You see down here it changed? I'm going to do another one. There we go. Let's do 4 of them, since you have 4 like different drawings, okay? So 4 Size A's. When you get that done, go ahead and close it. Then click on your first Size A, and there you go. So let me get this set up for you first. So this is called a block with attributes, which means you can click it and it will give you questions. So if I double click on this, first thing I want you to do, change your name. So you are not Amanda Hug and Kiss. Okay? The date, well, today in this world that I'm living in right now, it is October 1st, 2020. Hopefully I'm watching this in 10 years from now and I'm going, wow, that was a long time ago. If you want to get this really specific, I don't look at this too closely, but there's 4 total drawings, and this is drawing number 1. So press OK. All right. We'll deal with this in a minute. Okay. This is called your model view. I'm not going to mess around with that too much right now just to save some time. If you double click in here, you see this at the bottom, your word model changes. I click to the side, it says paper. I click inside, model. If I zoom in here, I see my models. Okay? Not the kind that walk across a catwalk, the other kind. I click out here, it goes back to paper, and then my paper zooms in and out. You can also click the icon, and it will do the same thing. See that? I'm just zooming in and out. Okay. So click inside here. I need you to center one of these. Now, I don't like to have a lot of bleed over, but I'll show you how to kind of fix that here in a moment. So the next thing I want to do is scale it. You're like, what scale? What does that do? So to scale something, this means that you would actually, like if it says 1 inch on here and you scaled it 1 to 1, it would actually be 1 inch on your paper. Okay? So here's how you do this. Number 1, this needs to be in model. Number 2, you click here and you'll get a series of different scales. I'm going to go 1 to 2. That should be good enough. I'm going to move this guy over just so you don't see the other one. Double click on the side and that's set. Now, I'm going to go down here, double click this. This is problem 1. I really don't care if it's the same as on there, but I do care about the scale, so go 1 to 2. Press OK. Now, we may print this off, we may not, I don't know, but I just want you to leave it like this. Go to your next one. Same thing. Okay? Now, when you set up your own template, eventually you'll have your name on here on every one. So, once again, change your name, date, '20. What drawing is this? Well, this is number 2 of 4. That's right down here in your sheet, by the way. Okay? Double click here. Go find your drawing. Zoom in on it. Scale it. Probably 1 to 2 again. Probably going to be a very common scale because your size of things. Now, you can move these things over on the drawing if you want to. So if I want to just highlight these real quick, type enter and slide it over. I can, just so it's a lot more centered. But just make sure this stays 1 to 2. Okay? Double click on your side. So this goes back to paper space. You can click here. So once again, 1 to 2. This is problem number 2. I don't really have these labeled well on the sheet, so I'm just going to go like this. Press OK. You're done. So if you're going to print these off, this is how they would print. If you're going to turn them in, I would rather have you leave them like this so I can just click along here and see your drawings. Okay? So I'm not going to say how many years due on here because who knows when I'm doing this. I don't want to set myself up for some failure later on. So anyway, you got these done. Please make sure you save these as your last name layer. So Woith layer. Don't put Woith, put your last name. Don't put down the last name. You get it. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Good job. Good luck on the rest of them. And if you need help, ask me. Bye.